Hello, how's it going? Time for another video. I am here in another hotel room. It's Kansas City today. We're on a travel day in between last night where we were in, where are we? Memphis. The t-shirts are probably giving it away. Memphis last night, and tomorrow we're in Sioux Falls. So this is a day in between where we drove from Memphis last night. We get to spend the day here, and then we get back in the bus in a few hours and get on the road to Sioux Falls. Good to have you with me. It's taking a wee bit of time. Hoping um, the sound quality is a bit better in this one. Um, yeah, the last one I did realise then once I had posted it and people were saying about the sound. Um, I have to admit it is because yes, I've told you before about my tendency to fall down, and I've done that quite a bit, and that was what happened. The phone. Do you remember I fell down in Hershey? Slipped on the road. The phone went up in the air. I did this like comedic fall, and the phone hit the ground, and it hasn't really been the same since. And I think my iPhone is losing the will to live. So I'm on my. I got two phones. I carry two phones. Like I always say, I'm like a drug dealer with two phones. One is my Irish phone, and the other one is my US cell. And so this has been recorded on my US cell because my Irish phone, I think it's finally sort of nearly kicked the bucket, as they say. Um, so anyway, I hope the sound is better this time around. I've got more and more questions than ever before, I think. So, look, we'll go right into the questions. I'll come up a bit closer. And then we'll play a bit of music, whatever. But good to have you along. Hope you're getting all these. And yeah, I'll just go right into them. Why not? What's your favourite music or a particular song you like to listen to that lifts your spirits when you're down? Um, This game is just a kind, open human being and sharing yourself with us. It's a pleasure to share myself. There I'm sharing noises from my laptop as well. I'll turn that noise off. A song that I play to lift my. That's a good question, actually. Actually, what I would sometimes I used to I haven't done it in a while, but I must get back into it. Is the funnily enough, it's the Jesus Christ Superstar soundtrack from. I just so familiar with the JCS music. I just love it, and it sort of puts me in a good spot because it puts me in a good place because I sort of it brings me back to being, I don't know, 7, 8 years old in the front room of my home where I was brought up, listening to my mum and dad, God rest them, his their record player, and putting the big vinyl of Jesus Christ Superstar on, and it just brings me right back to there every time I hear it. The opening song, Heaven on Their Minds, which some of you maybe are familiar with now. I haven't watched maybe the recent version that I played the role of Jesus Judas in. Sorry, Heaven on Minds is the first song you hear in Jesus Christ Superstar, and it's just this opening ding 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 ding. Just that opening lick is enough to me go, oh yes, there it is, there it is. So yeah, I would say it might be that one. Good question, good question. Uh, and this one is from I don't know if you. I'm sure you saw I posted on Instagram. I'm getting better at Instagram now, as you can see. I've sort of joined the modern world. I'm getting Instagram, but it's still tweets, and I still do Facebook as well. But Instagram apparently is taking over the world. But anyway, getting back to my story, on Instagram, or well, I tweeted on social media the other day a picture of a little guy holding a boron, and he's using it. He has it in his mouth, and I thought it was the most amazing thing either. Well, it's a lady called Pat Donardi. had sent that to Elaine back in the CT online shop back in Dublin, and Elaine passed it on to me. So I said, "God, I gotta post this photograph because he was the cutest kid." So Pat, you got in touch with me, so I want to say thank you. Your grandson is gorgeous, and I love the photograph. So that was you. Let me see. I've got another one. Missy says, if I don't do a Larry calendar this year, I might have to steal some of your pics and make my own. Yeah, I'm still working on that. I'll see what I'm gonna do with that, with the Larry Kelly potential calendar, or what's gonna happen. Watch this space. People, thank you for saying about just the songs from last week. Valerie, a lot of you said that you're Amy Winehouse fans and you like her version of it, and you were happy for me to do that. And the band played Waltz Matilda. Yeah, I know the sound wasn't the best, but yeah, maybe I'll do it again at some stage. Sorry about that. Oh, some good suggestions there, Gail, as well. I will actually take those on board, especially one. Not this week, but yeah, definitely a lot to think about there. Someone asked me, could I bring the Larry pillowcase on the next video? It's in the bus. It's on the bus because I'm going. I'll be going to lie down, put my head on it. I said so. I will try and remember for the next time, and bring the Larry pillowcase along. It doesn't come into the hotel with me because they've got pillows here, but it's in my bunk on my bus. That's the pillowcase with Larry's name written on it. Well, no, sorry, it's not a Larry pillowcase. Oh God. It's actually the Larry pillow is another pillow that I have back home with Larry's face on it. Actually, that's back home. Jen is my pillow that I have here, but Jen is in on the bus, so she's on the bus in my bed. She being a pillow, not a person. I am weird, aren't I? Yeah, I really am. A lot of people saying that just to like be talking about my dad, and I don't mean to be talking about dad all the time in these podcasts, but it's just he's always there. He's always in my mind, you know. So yeah, and I know a lot of people have experienced loss as well, and you know what it's like. So yeah, thank you for saying that, Deb. Gail asked me, do I prefer polo shirts or t-shirts? What size? I like both. I wear both, as you can see. I'm a medium. Someone says, I noticed that Nicole has a big shiny ring on her left hand and at the show last week. It's nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. Barbara says 40 isn't so bad. No, I'm looking forward to it. What have I got left now? 2 weeks, maybe? Yeah, God. So 2 weeks until I become 40. And no, I'm good about it. I'm good about it. Okay, more requests for songs. It clears your day and your ramblings. Yeah, I mean, people are always saying that they like the photographs. I love taking the photographs on my runs. I know. Sometimes I think, God, are people sick of seeing bridges or rivers or whatever I take? But I'm much better than that than, I don't know, standing on the stage in the venue and taking a video of myself talking or something, because some people are great at that there, but I don't know, I just can't do that. So I rather just take a photograph of where I was running, and so I hope it's okay. I'll keep doing it, you know. Let me see what other questions we have here. Do you ever go to Irish pubs when touring and you have a day off and there's one in town? I don't really go in Irish pubs on days off because we don't. I only go to a pub maybe like we did last night in Memphis because we have a day off today, so you go the night before. Um, so we actually did go to an Irish pub last night and got overserved as usual, but it was good crack. It was good fun. They're not really most Irish pubs that we go to aren't. They don't really seem like a pub from home. You know, it's just different, but it's they've great. There's some great Irish bars here. Yeah. So yeah, they're a cool place. We tell the story of how you got lost in Canada after one of your runs. Carol asked. Yeah, I mean, maybe a lot of you probably heard this one before, but yeah, it was. I can't remember exactly where we were. It was in Canada anyway, and I got off the bus as generally do in the morning time, early in the morning. Got into the venue. We were playing in an ice hockey arena, and I went in and put on my trainers and went out for a run straight away. And I've been running a good, God, I know, quite a distance anyway. I've quite a long time, and I realised then, trying to go back, going, this all looks a bit strange. I'm not exactly sure how to get back to where I was. So I ran and ran for another while, and I just realised that I didn't know the name of any of where we were playing or anything like that. But I says, oh well, look, it's the hockey arena, do you know? So that'd be great. So I ran and found someone eventually on the road, and I said, excuse me, look, really sorry for this. You couldn't tell me how to get to the hockey arena from here. And they said, well, which one? There's 3 of them in the city. Being Canada, of course, and Canadians, you do love your hockey. And I went, I've no idea, not a clue. So yeah, and I didn't have a phone with me. It was back in the day where I didn't listen to. I just had it like an iPod. I think I had. God, this is a few years ago now. When I think about it, and so I didn't have a phone or anything, so I couldn't look up on anything like that. So I kept running around, didn't know where I was going. What a clue! Not a clue where I was even thinking about going until this building came out of nowhere, and I see it in the distance, and I went up to it, and it was a retirement home. And I thought, right, do you know what I could possibly do? The only way I can get around this, I think, is if I was able to get internet access from somewhere, I could go on to the website and find out the name of the place. So I went into the retirement home, up to the lady at the desk, and said, look, I have a story to tell you here. I don't know if you're going to believe this or not, but I've been out running this morning. Don't know. I'm playing a gig tonight with a group called Celtic Thunder. I don't know where we're playing. Is there any chance of getting internet access to find out the name of the place, and then maybe you could direct me to the place? So she sort of looked at me and went, okay, that sounds too... It sounds too weird to be made up, I suppose, and so, yeah. So she directed me up to their computer room in this retirement home. There I was with like 2 grannies this side of me, 2 granddads this side, and there I was in the middle of them searching the Celtic Thunder website to find out where we were playing, the name of the venue, so then I could go back downstairs and say to her, here, we're playing at the whatever it was called, and she was said, right, okay, you better go back out there. So cut a long story slightly shorter, I ended up getting back to the venue eventually after like 2 hours or something, and I went out the next day and bought a GPS watch because I said I cannot do that again. It was just, and so I've had a GPS watch for running ever since that day. So that's my story of getting lost in Canada. So yeah, it was good times. Somebody asked me whatever considers recording song for Ireland. It's a great song. Yeah. Yeah. You never know. I've sang it here on a video in the past. Yeah. Maybe I'll sing it again at some stage. Yeah. Um, you mentioned reading books about the Troubles or any other types of books that interest you. I do like books about the Troubles, Northern Ireland Troubles. Um, I also like autobiographies. I'm actually reading a friend of mine's autobiography at the minute, Sean Kavanagh. Um, I got it because his book was released. Sean's is a one of a famous Gaelic footballer, um, playing for Tyrone and playing for Moy. I played with Sean for years, back before I joined the circus when I was playing football. Um, and yeah, he's recently released his autobiography. I was away on tour when it was released, but a good friend of mine was back home and got me one and brought it back over. And I met him in New York and I was able to get the book off him. So I'm reading that at the minute. So autobiographies are good as well. Mainly sports, not well, yeah, mainly sports autobiographies, I suppose. Um, but yeah. Uh, yes, I'm very lucky to have a brother who is an interior designer. Yes, I am looking forward to going home and seeing my house. Yes, it finished. I got my bathrooms renovated and another room changed about and stuff. So, looking forward to going home to see that. Thank you, Stephanie. Someone says can't wait for the Christmas trees. They'll be coming soon enough, but another month and a bit, and I'll be starting the 25 trees of Christmas. Or I care 25 trees of Christmas. So looking forward to that. There is going to be a fan club for 2019, right? When will we be able to renew our membership, and what will be the same? Will it be the same price? Yes, there will be a 2019 fan club. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet with that. But look, your membership will be valid. And then I will work out what's going on next year. I like doing this. And I think I'm gonna have more time when I'm not on tour, when I'm at home, to be able to do more. And so these wee chats are great. And I just like singing and getting back to doing that again. So I will keep. I'll keep doing that. Yeah. So 2018, yes, we'll still be doing it. A lot of people are saying that they're loving the CT shows. People who have been at them. It's the tour's been going great. It has. It's busy. But we are loving it. We really are. We're having a lot of fun. Uh, Someone says that yes, you're not familiar with the Bebo tunes. Talked about the Bebo tunes the last time. Songs that were on Bebo years ago. That I first recorded. That was Valerie was one of them. I say recorded. Record sounds like they actually went into a studio and did it. It was all done on my computer in my bedroom. So, but they were fun. So yes. One song I haven't heard you do in a while is Streets of New York. That's a good one actually. Sherry, you may have hit on to something. Let me see. Streets of New York. Of course, I've done it with CT. Oh, I haven't done it in a while. Actually, I don't think I've ever played it on a video or anything like this, but could possibly give it a go. Let me just tune up here. Streets of New York it was always a song that I liked before I actually did it with Celtic Thunder. It's a song you'll hear a lot in Irish pubs and stuff, back home. So we'll give it a go. smiling with a fistful of money and a carload of dreams. Take your time, said your father, stop rushing like hell, and remember all not what it seems to be. For those fellas will cut you for the coat on your back, or the watch that you got from your mother. So take care, me young bucko, mind yourself well when you give this big note to me brother. At the time Uncle Benji was a policeman in Brooklyn, and my father, the youngest, looked after the farm. When a phone call from America said send the lad over, old fella said sure don't do it. For I spent my life walking this dirty old ground, for a few pints of porter and the smell of a pound. Or maybe there's something you learn, or you'll see you can bring it back home, make it easy on me. So I landed at Kennedy, and a big yellow taxi carried me and my bags through the streets and the rain. Well, my poor heart was thumping around with the excitement, and I hardly even heard what the driver was saying. We came in the short parkway through the flatlands of Brooklyn to my uncle's apartment on the East 53rd. I was feeling so happy, I was humming her song, and I sang "You're as free as a bird." Well, short of the story, what I found out that day is that Benji got shot down in an uptown parade. While I was flying my way to New York, poor Benji was lying in a cold city wall. Well, I called up the old fella, told him the news. I could tell he could hardly stand up in his shoes, and he wept as he told me, go ahead with the plan, never forget the proud Irishman. So I went down to Nelly's beside Ford and Row, and I started to learn about lifting the pole. But the heaviest thing that I carried that year was the bittersweet thoughts of my hometown so dear. I went home that December for the old fella died. Had to borrow some money from Bill on the side. All the bright flowers and brass couldn't hide the poor wasted face of my father. I sold up the old farmyard for what it was worth. Into my bag stuck a handful of earth, and I boarded a train, and I caught me a plane, and I found myself back in the US again. It's been 22 years since I set foot in Dublin. Kids know to use the correct knife and fork, but I'll never forget green grass and the rivers to keep law and order on the streets of New York. Na 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 na. Streets of New York. My phone said my battery's low, but hopefully it holds out. Excuse me. Yeah, it's been a while since I sang that song, so good suggestion, Sherry. Someone said they're happy that I'm looking forward to going to see Bohemian Rhapsody. My husband even giggle at me yelling heck yeah at the computer for me being a Queen fan. Yes, love the Queen. Through all of your time with CT, B&K and travels, you've been on, do you keep a map or some sort marked off with all the places? Do you know what I used to in the very early days of CT? I used to have a map and used to mark them all off, but I know it's like everything else, you know, you start off with good intentions and then it all falls to the wayside. I suppose because I've been in these places so many times now. But what is a great thing I feel though is because when I'm out running and I take photographs every day, um, they're saved and then they go onto my computer and then I can go back and see exactly because it saves where they were taken, etc. So that's always a good way of then reminding myself where I've been, do you know? So another reason, I guess, to take the photographs every day, and so I'm glad I do. Thanks for that, Jesse. Headed back to Belfast soon for genealogical reasons. Where do you suggest visiting in Belfast and Northern Ireland? The husband and I only made it to the Titanic Museum and Giant's Causeway last time. Two fantastic places to start: Giant's Causeway, Titanic. Up around that whole north coast there. I don't know if you're a Game of Thrones fan or not, but it's a lot of the stuff that a lot of the filming of Game of Thrones is around that area. So it's a lovely place to go and see. You see the dark hedges and stuff. Just amazing places to go and look at. Anyway, come to the Moy. Go to the Moy village and just enjoy it. A lot of you have been there, I know, and you seem to like it. I mean, it's not a real tourist place, but it's somewhere just nice to it's a nice village and grab a drink in my local. Someone said I should include a tin whistle in the next chat. I don't have my tin whistle with me now to think about it, but I mean I could get one. So Lynn and Karen, I will think about tin whistle along the way at some stage as well. Another reason when I get it back home, these videos are going to continue, and I love them, but I have more access to more instruments and stuff as well. What made you choose accounting as your previous day job? Cindy's asking me. Well, to be honest, I don't know. Is the truth. My sister is an accountant and had qualified in accountancy, well before I went and did it, and I know she enjoyed the job and it was a good job. I think as well, people said to me, "Oh, you must have been great at maths." And I mean, I like maths was okay. I was grand at it, don't get me wrong, but I was probably better at English. I don't know why I went and done accountancy, but I liked economics, and so I did my economics. I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet here or anything, but I did in my economics exam. I got the highest marks in Northern Ireland in economics. In my exams, and so I thought, oh, this is a sign then I should really be doing something with economics. That was in my GCSEs, which are fifth year when you do those exams around 15, 16 years old. And so I went on and I said, right, I'll do for A level, then you specialise in 3 subjects, which would be your equivalent of the exams before you go to college. So I did maths, economics and French as my 3 A level subjects. And so then I guess from that it sort of, with the maths and economics, it almost lent itself to accountancy being, I thought it'd be a good degree to get, a grounding degree at least, that I could, maybe use it for something else anyway. Little did I think I'd be here 15, no, 20 years later, more, from when I was choosing what course I wanted at university, that had joined the circus and had no real use for my accountancy anymore. Although it's like I don't regret a thing. I loved university. I loved I'm happy I've got a degree. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't get the chance or aren't lucky enough to be able to do that. So do I want to use my accountancy degree again? No, I hope I don't have to. But who knows? Who knows? Let's see, more questions here. Loved Grace from a couple of weeks ago. Grace, yeah, yeah. I've got a good report about the song Grace as well. Someone said Christy Moore's Knock song. Yeah, Christy Moore. I mean, I'm a big fan of Christy Moore, as you know. So I'll probably do a Christy Moore song in the future for sure. Of course, Ride On was the first person I ever heard singing Ride On was Christy Moore, and I've sung it once or twice since then, as you know. Question one: what are some of your favourite restaurants to dine in when in the US? Um, Fast food restaurant. I love Five Guys. Burgers are just amazing. It's just good. In and Out is good as well. Chipotle is, yeah. Angie Halloran is a big Chipotle fan. I like Subway because I love sandwiches. Oh, and Which sandwiches as well. God, I'm not stuck for food, am I, as you already know. What is your favourite beer? What types of beer do you like? I do like lagers. I like Yingling when I can get it, mostly on the East Coast. But you know, back home in my local, I drink Tennent's Ice Cold. But sort of lagers is my favourite. Lagunitas, of course, is a favourite as well. Little something something from Lagunitas is a good beer. And of course, but Jameson is still the although it did a lot of damage last night. You can see by my bloodshot eyes. I need to get some sleep tonight. So Jameson had a lot to answer for last night. Excited about the Gathering tour. Thank you. People talking about the Burning Kelly Gathering tour. Those tickets are flying out the door. So we're looking forward to that in 2019. And of course, I should have mentioned as well, since the last video chat I've done, we released the two retreats in Texas and in Maryland, and two of them, well, one is sold out, and the Texas one, there is I think about 10 spots left at this stage. So it's amazing. The response has been fantastic. So 2019 is going to be very, very special as well again. So I'm really, really happy about that. Someone said they got their tickets for. Amy said she's got her tickets for Maryland already. Okay, another suggestion that I won't do tonight, but I will do another. That song is one that I will take a note of. How do you keep your voice in good shape? A lot of liquid, and I don't mean alcoholic type, but you know, as you see, I'm drinking away here now, but it really is keep hydrated. Hydration is a big thing. Sleep is a big thing. That's why I'm getting on the bus early tonight, and I will be asleep. I've slept more in this tour than ever before. I think we're all talking about saying that. We're all saying that because it's pretty exhausting. It's pretty full on this tour, you know. So I get out of the off stage, and if I don't have a meet and greet after the show, I'm on the bus and I'm generally in bed before the rest of the lads finish. If the other two lads are on, or two of the lads will be on meet and greet of some sort by the time they get on, unless there's a football game on or the Celtics are playing or something. I will stay up and watch that on the TV. But other than that, I'm in bed because I just sleep. Sleep is a big thing. So yeah, sleep and hydration are really two big things. Excuse me. And run. I love my running, and it's as good. I always say it's as good for my head as it is for my legs. Just to be able to get away from it all for an hour or so a day, and just and just relax. And so that's also, I think, is a big thing. Yes, someone writing from Melbourne, Australia, saying it was 27 degrees Celsius. That's nice. That's nice. So I didn't realise that, but the phone went off because of my battery ran dead. So I was just talking about someone from Australia says 27 degrees. Yeah. Oh yes, and this lady has asked a look into the Australian artist Paul Kelly. I've heard of Paul Kelly before, actually. I've heard some of his stuff, and so you give me a few suggestions of songs there, which I will look into, um, for a future, definitely for a future video. Sonny tells me that Peter Dinklage from Game of Thrones is up today again. We're talking about that today. Is was born in Morristown, New Jersey. We just played there a few weeks ago. Didn't know that, so that's learn something every day. Yeah, someone else talking about the comment. About the sound trouble. Yes, I've said that at the start of the video. Just yes, the sound trouble was because of my old phone. So I'm hoping this is better this time around. I know you learn a lot of music from your dad. Did he have a music career like yours, traveling around the USA? No, my dad played music, but it was a hobby for him. I say he played in pubs and stuff, but he he had a real job as well. He worked. My dad worked, excuse me, all his life as a in textiles, a textile cutting room. So he would he you know he actually met my mum. Mum was a seamstress in the shirt factory, and my dad was a cutter, and that's where they met and fell in love, and the rest is history. And but he worked all his life. He was a hard working man. Worked all his life in textiles, and used to play in pubs. At nights. Never had the opportunity, unfortunately, to travel with the music as I have. So it was always, I always felt when I got this job, I was able to do this, that I was living his dream almost, and loved the fact that I was able to do that. And it's why I think he had such a big interest in what I do as well, So it was, yeah, it's something that I always love. The thought of him, being so happy about that, My phone is flashing. Give me a second. We're back again. Sorry, this is split into things, but we'll get there. We'll get there. I was talking about my dad. Yeah, just love the fact, as I said, that I'm sort of, I guess, I felt a wee bit like I was living one of his dreams, living out one of his dreams, and vicariously through me, I guess, he was able to see what was going on in the music industry, and how that life could have been for him, maybe. Who knows? So I still, and he's still there. He's still supporting me every day of my life, and as I say every night before I go on stage, I say a wee prayer and say, Daddy, help me tonight on stage, and he always does. He never let me down. So yeah, he'll always be there for me. Do you ever imagine your dad, Neil's dad, and George performing their own concert in heaven? That's a beautiful, beautiful thought. Yeah, I'd love to think that they're up there still playing and singing and doing what they love, and just having fun, just having the crack. They all deserve it, So yeah, that'd be very special. Yeah, I'm mindful of the time, getting close to the end. Rand, you buy gifts for Larry to take home to him? Yes, of course. He is spoiled between me buying gifts, you fantastic people sending gifts and giving me gifts for him. He is this most spoiled dog in the world, I'd say, but he deserves it as well, So it was yeah. By the way, 40 is going to be an awesome year for you. Men are like a fine wine; they get better with age. I hope so. I hope so. Sometimes I feel like that old wine that's sitting in your basement just getting more decrepit with age. But no, I'm embracing 40. I'm embracing it. Yeah. Someone said to me at a meet and greet yesterday, Red, why don't you save up and get a ring, a diamond ring. And I was like, well, it's not quite just it's not the ring that's the problem. It's I need to have someone to put the ring on to as well. That's the thing, you know. But I thought that was a funny one. Yeah, it's not that I'm not. It's not that I'm not married or engaged because I don't have the money to buy a ring. There's other factors there as well. 25 punny starts to your day. Someone has sent me these. The meaning of opaque is unclear. Wow. Have you ever tried 8 o'clock? It's very time consuming. I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. I can't put it down. That's not bad. I don't mind that. It's a lengthy article about ancient Japanese sword fighters, but I can summarize it for you. So what if I don't know the meaning of the word apocalypse? It's not the end of the world. Haha, yes. These are getting better. I'm yeah. The other day I held the door open for a clown. I thought it was a nice gesture. The other day I held the door open for a clown. I thought it was a nice gesture. I got that completely wrong. I made a mess of that. My God. It's all about delivery, isn't it? Said the postman. I used to have a fear of hurdles, but I got over it. I used to be allergic to soap, but I'm clean now. Okay, 2 more. Do you have weight loss mantras? Fat chance. Chance, C-H-N-T-S. Yeah, that's good. That is good. Okay. There was a big paddle sale at the boat store. It was quite an ordeal. Wow. Wow. You're not going to watch these videos anymore, are you? Because oh, it's too much. It's too much. Some great ones, Mary. I think that was Mary that said this. This is a problem too because I copy these questions all into one document, and sometimes I don't copy the names, and maybe I should do more. We don't have any vegetable jokes yet, so if you do, let us know. While Larry was at the kennel, did the owners allow Larry to Skype with you? No, but they did send me videos of Larry. So, but he's good. Oh, he's good. Right. Do you know what? Because I'll end up just reading more and more puns. I'm gonna do another song before I go, and then I'll be back soon because now that we're going to the stage now where it's not 5s in a row. There's only 4s and 3s in a row, which means I have days off more regularly, so I'll be able to do more of these. So I'm gonna finish on a song that I'm just thinking of songs out of the old out of my old set list. And this is the sort of song that's for a mellow Sunday night. It's a Damien Rice song, and I'm gonna leave you with this one. It's called "I Remember." And like, keep your comments coming in, keep your suggestions coming in, keep the puns coming in. You know I love them. All right, let me do one. I'll do one more pun after I finish the song. No, I'll do one more pun now. I'm such a child. Where were their puns? Because they were good. I'm trying to find them now. Maybe this is a sign, to be honest, that I can't find them. A friend of mine used to design special offer coupons for newspapers. He had his work cut out. I remember it well, the first time that I saw your head round the door, as mine stopped working. I remember it well, there was wet in your hair, you stood on the stair, time stopped moving. Want you here tonight, want you here, 'cause I can't believe what I found. Want you here tonight, I want you here. Nothing is taking me down, down, down. I remember it well, taxied out of a storm to watch you perform. My ships were sailing. I remember it well, I was stood in your line, and your mouth, your mouth, your mine. Want you here tonight, want you here, 'cause I can't believe what I found. Want you here tonight, I want you here, 'cause nothing is taking me down, down, down. I remember it well, first time that I saw your head round the door, as mine stopped working. I remember it well, there was wet in your hair, I was stood in the stair, time stopped moving. Want you here tonight, want you here, 'cause nothing's breaking me down. Want you here tonight, I want you here. Can't believe what I found, found, found. It's a mellow song to finish this Sunday night. Look, folks, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you again in a few days' time. Thanks for all the support. Chat to you soon. Bye bye.